The Tinder Killer. Grace Millane was a 21-year-old British woman who embarked on a solo trip to New Zealand in November of 2018. She had just graduated from the University of Lincoln in the UK and was excited to explore the country. Her journey took a tragic turn when she went missing in Auckland on December 1st, 2018, which was also the eve of her 22nd birthday. That evening, Grace was texting her sister how excited she was for her upcoming Tinder date that night. The next day, when Grace didn't respond on her birthday, her family, who had been in touch with her regularly during her travels, became increasingly worried when they didn't hear from her on her birthday. The investigation led the police to a suspect, Jesse Kempson, a 27-year-old man from New Zealand. He was seen with Grace on the night she went missing and was captured on surveillance footage entering a hotel with her. The New Zealand police took swift action when her parents reported her missing, and only 2 days later, the hours leading up to the crime were caught on camera. The upcoming footage shows the hours leading up to Grace's murder. Welcome to the crime house. Let's start from the beginning. Grace is seen leaving her hotel room at around 5:58, while Jesse is seen having a beer at around 5:40. Arriving at Sky City, a well-known casino and bar, where they met at 5:45. The two stayed in Sky City for around 90 minutes while having a couple drinks together. They arrive at a bar at around 5:47. After chatting with the barista, they decide to go somewhere else and arrive at a Mexican cafe around 7:16. And stay for just over an hour before heading off again to another bar called the Bluestone Room. At around 8:54, the date seems to be going well while Jesse and Grace get closer. A few minutes later, Jesse heads to the bathroom. Grace is seen opening up her bag and grabbing her phone. She texted a friend expressing how well the date was going. Little did she know that would be the last message she would ever send. They are then seen walking towards a hotel called the City Life, where Jesse rented an apartment around 9:40. Arm in arm, they are seen entering the elevator and getting off at Jesse's floor. That would be the last time Grace would have been seen alive. The next morning on December 2nd, Jesse is seen entering the elevator alone and leaving his apartment building. He is then seen purchasing a new large suitcase. And honestly, if you've ever been to New Zealand, you would know how strict it really is there. I don't know how this guy thought he was going to get away with it. After this, he heads back to his apartment to drop it off around 8:14 a.m. He then leaves his apartment again, and this time he goes to a local grocery store and purchases cleaning supplies. At around 8:40 a.m., he comes back to his apartment for already the second time today. At 10:40, he is seen leaving again and taking a taxi to a local car rental company. Honestly, you can see how deeply disturbed he is and is regretting all his life decisions. Right after this, he goes to a bar to meet his second Tinder date. Jesse arrives at the bar, but the date is short-lived, as the girl felt uncomfortable and decided to end the date very quickly. She later stated that she thought he was super creepy when he started talking about good places to hide a body from the police. After the date was over, Jesse asked the front desk if he could borrow their rug doctor's steam cleaner. No one has used this elevator more than him today. At around 8:56, he returns the steam cleaner and heads back to the apartment, only this time with the suitcase trolley. He loads the suitcase in his car and returns the trolley. The next morning, December 3rd, at around 6:50 a.m., Jesse is seen arriving at a local hardware store. He's seen browsing the aisles, and then you won't believe what he buys next. Pause here and let me know in the comments below what you think he bought. He is then seen buying a shovel. Anyone seeing all this footage together would think it was obvious that something really bad happened on that date. At around 9:09 a.m., Jesse is seen bringing a bag of clothes to the dry cleaner. From there, he reaches a self-serve car wash and washes the rental car top to bottom. He is trying to power wash something in his trunk, but what he was washing has never been discovered. 2 days later, on December 5th, Jesse is seen scattering things in garbages around the park. This is where things get interesting. The New Zealand police arrive at Jesse's apartment building. As the family became worried, her friend tipped off the police that the last time they heard from Grace was when she was a date on a boy last night from Tinder. Jesse, at the exact same time, arrives at the apartment building. He notices the police officers inside and tries to play it cool, as he walks away slowly but as quickly as possible, turning his head away from the apartment building. The police notice him leaving at the corner of their eye and run after him. Jesse was arrested and brought in for questioning. Do you think the police had any doubts after viewing this footage? Jesse was convicted of Grace's murder. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see Jesse's full interrogation. And don't forget to subscribe to the Crime House for more late night listens.